Hey friends, Sarah here from sarahsbites.com. Today I'm showing you how to make these soft and chewy fudgy chocolate brownie cookies. So let's get started with the recipe. We'll start by melting our chocolate, but first we need to chop it up into pieces. I grabbed 2 of these 226 gram 60% Ghirardelli chocolate bars. So that's 8 ounces total. 1 chocolate bar is 4 ounces. And just get a couple of these, and you can also do chocolate chips or whatever type of chocolate that you like. I like the 60% because it's sort of in between dark chocolate and milky chocolate. So I feel like this is the perfect one. And I just roughly chop it up so that it's easier to melt. We're gonna throw this into a saucepan and then make sure you put it on low heat, and also add in 1/4 cup of unsalted butter. So that's either 4 tablespoons or 2 ounces. Just make sure it is unsalted butter and put it on low heat. Stir it occasionally while that melts. So just make sure you keep an eye on this chocolate. While the chocolate is melting in the saucepan, we're gonna grab a large mixing bowl, and to that we're gonna add in 3/4 cups of granulated sugar. And then you're gonna add in 2 room temperature eggs as well as 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And we're gonna mix this all together until it's super smooth. You do wanna make sure the eggs and the sugar are combined really well. So I like to mix for about a minute or so. When you're done mixing, go ahead and add your melted chocolate to this batter. It's okay if it's hot. You don't have to wait for it to cool down, and just make sure your glass bowl can handle the heat. But we're gonna add this in, and then we're gonna mix again. And I would love to know in the comments below what your favorite type of cookie is. My favorites are polvorons. They're also known as Mexican wedding cookies or snowball cookies. They're really similar to what we call lokume in Bosnian. They are so good. If you want to try the recipe, I'll link it in the cards above, but those are my absolute favorite, and I would love to know what your favorites are. Next up, we're going to add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour with 2 teaspoons of baking powder as well as 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then what I like to do before actually turning the mixer on, I just stir the flour in so it doesn't fly all over the place, and then I turn the mixer on. And at this point, just mix for about 10 to 15 seconds. We don't want to overmix here. Turn your oven on to start preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and get a couple of cookie sheets ready with a couple of pieces of parchment paper, because you're gonna get about 2 dozen here depending on how big of a cookie scoop or spoon that you use. I use a small cookie scoop here, and I don't shape them with my hands or anything like that. Even if you use a spoon, you can try to shape them a little bit, but I don't think they have to be a perfect circular shape here. And if they're a little bit taller like this as you're putting them on your cookie sheet, they are going to bake and won't flatten out as much. They're not going to be like flat, crunchy cookies. These will be almost a bit more puffy, if you will, as you can see right here, and they're going to be chewier and softer inside. So you're going to bake these at 350 degrees for about 9 to 11 minutes. I baked mine exactly for 10. They are going to look like they're almost not done yet, but that's okay because they will continue to sort of bake a little bit longer once you pull them out of the oven. And you can tell right here, they're super fudgy inside and soft and moist. So I really hope you guys love this recipe. Please let me know in the comments below if you give it a try. And again, what your favorite type of cookie is. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification if you want to be notified next time I post another recipe video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.